everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we dive into the world of tech, explore coding tutorials, and unlock your creativity with web development tips. If you are passionate about building amazing apps, staying ahead of the tech game, or turning your ideas into reality, then you are in the right place. Here you will find step-by-step guides, practical examples, and pro tips to level up your skills. Before we dive in, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest content that could take your skills to the next level. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. So let's jump right in. So in today's video, we are going to implement search functionality. In the last video, we did a pagination for our Django e-commerce website. You can see we did this nice pagination. So in today's video, we are going to implement this search functionality so that the user can search the specific product, and whenever he searches that specific product and hit enter, he gets the results. So without saying much, let's dive into building that search functionality. So let's go to our views. So let me close all these. So we go to our app, which is products, and then go to views, then scroll down. We need to create a function for search. So let's create that function for search. So we say div search and then request. Now we want to search based on the keyword. So we want to get the keyword and set it if it's an empty string. So what we will do is we'll say keyword equals to request.get, and then let's have that word as keyword. And if that keyword is an empty string, so let's return the empty string. So basically here what we are doing is we get the keyword, or we set an empty string, or we set it as an empty string. If for example the user tries to hit enter without entering that keyword, then we set it as empty string. Now we need to search the products. So we'll say products equals to, we need to search all the objects that are under the product model in our database. So we'll say product dot objects. So we are searching all objects. So we say all. So we are getting all products in our database right here. And then we need as well, we need to count the products. Okay, let's have a default count of all the products. So we say product count equals to products dot count. Okay, so here we are setting a default count of all products. Okay, now let's check if the keyword exists. So we are going to use a queue. So let's import the queue. Okay, so we are going to use the queue package, which comes by default with Django. So we are going to import that. So we'll say from Django.db, it's from, not from. So from Django.db.models import queue. So remember this queue is in caps. So let's go back. So we are going to check for the keyword. So here we'll say if the keyword is available, then let's have the products. So products equals to products dot, we need to filter those products based on the keyword. So we say dot filter products dot filter, and then we queue them. So queue, we want to check for that keyword in two places. We want to check those keyword in let me open my models and see product. So here is the product. We want to check those keywords in two places. We want to check that keyword in product name and as well in the description. So if that keyword is contained in these fields, then that product is shown as a result of the search. So let's check that. So we are going to check it in the description. So say description contains, if that keyword is contained in the description, so equals to keyword, and then we need to check that keyword as well in the product name. So you use the pipe, and then we say queue, you open the brackets and say product name, ensure that is double underscores, so I contains equals to keyword. And then we need to have a mechanism of ordering those search results. So we are going to order those results. So okay, so here I need to remove this bracket from here and close it right here so that it can be Q. We check for that keyword in the description field, and then Q, we check that keyword in the product name, and then let's order by. So let's say order by, we want to order based on the time that product was created, and we want to order it in a descending order, whereby the latest ones that have been created appear at the top and the oldest one appear at the bottom. So we will use negative, say that minus, and then created. So we are ordering, this is the order we want our search results to be shown. We need to display how many products that have been shown as a result of the search. So we need to have that product count. So we'll say product count equals to products dot count. Okay, and then now let's have our context. Okay, so context will be our dictionary. So we say context equals to, we open a dictionary, and let's have a key value. So our key will be products, and then let's have our value to be products as well. Let's have a product count, and then let's have a value of product count. Now we need to return the template where that search results will be shown. So we don't need to create another template where it will show. I want to utilize the products template, this products template, so that those search results are displayed right here. Okay, so let's do that. So we need to render that template. So we'll say return render, then request, and then let's pass in the template location. So we'll say products, and then pass in the template name, which is products.html. Okay, and then now we need to pass in our context. So we pass in our variables to our template. Okay, so this is the functionality of search. Okay, so this will be our search function. So once we do this, now we need to go to our search input. Our search input is in our navigation bar. So we'll go to includes and go to nav bar, and then we have our search input is right. We get it. Search input is right here. So you can see placeholder search there. Okay, so here we want to create that form. Okay, so we want to create this form, and then we will also need to create the URLs. Okay, so we can create the form, or let's start with the URLs. So we'll go to the products app and go to URLs. Just below these, let's have a comma at the end, and then let's add another URL for search. Okay, so we will say path, and then let's have a name of search. Let's pass in the view. So views.search. Let's have a name, views.search. Let's have name equals to search. Okay, so we have created the URL pattern. Now we need to go to the navbar and then pass in that form. Okay, so this is our input. Okay, so let me push this a little bit downwards so that you can see the difference. So this is our input for search. So I want to add another button that will help us submit, which has that icon of search. So let's see. So you can see this is our input. I want to add that search icon here so that when it's clicked, any query that is entered here is submitted. Okay, so let me do that. So just below this, I want to add that button. So I'll say button, and then inside this button I want to add that icon. So I'll say icon. Okay, so this icon I want to give it a class of fast search. Okay, so fast search. Let's see if it's showing up. Let me refresh. This is not showing. Oh, right, it is right here. Okay, so I need to style it a little bit so that it can get inside this input. Okay, so before I style it, let's create the form. So above this, I want to open another div, not div, a form. So we'll say form. Let me enter, and then let me carry this input with that button. Let me copy it and then insert it in between the form. Okay, like that. Okay, now I need to create another div, okay, inside here so that I can style that this button and the input to be on the same level. So I'll create another div, and inside that div, let me cut this from from here, cut it, and then paste it within that div. Okay, and then now let me style this. So I'll say class and say it is relative, and then let's have a width to be full. Let's have a max LG to be to have a margin left of 4, and then on max MD to have a margin top of 4. Let's have a LG to have a margin left of 10, and then let's have XL to have a width of 96. Okay, so we have done that. Now let's see how it looks. So if I can refresh this, you see it is right here. Now let's style the form. So let's have that action, and then let's have a method as well. Our method will be get. Okay, so we are using get method, and then let's have a class, and this class we will say relative, and then we want them to be side by side, so we'll say relative flex, and then let's center the items, so items center. Okay, so let me refresh and see how it looks. Okay, then something is not working. Okay, so now let's style the button. Let's style the button first. At the button, let's say the type of the button is submit, and then now let's style this button and say class equals to, let it be absolute, and then let's have inset of y to be 0, and then we have it at the right to be 4, and use flex. Then let's center the items, so items center as well. Let's have a text to be gray 500. Let's have a effect, so we want the text to be black. Okay, and let's see how it looks. Okay, we have the form, we have the button form. So let's check it out how it looks. Now you see it is at the other end of the search bar. Okay, inside the search input. So now let's implement our functionality for this search input and see what happens. So let's go back to our form tag, and then we need to add the action. We need to add that action to point out to the URL that we created for search. So we will say use Ginger and create the curly braces and then percentage inside and say URL. Open the quotation and add the search as our URL name. Okay, remember we created this URL and I'm passing in that search. Okay, so we have passed this search. Okay, now let's try to see what happens. Let's try to search for bag, then hit enter. Okay, let's try to search for timber, hit enter. You can see we are getting the products. But now I want to differentiate when something is being searched and when it is being displayed. So we need to show what query that was being searched. Okay, so go to the products template. Inside your templates under products folder, then templates, right below this we need to create another we need to create a h2, and below that h2 we need to have some conditions. So we'll say if request.get okay, let me close that condition. So we'll say, and if we want, if that keyword is available, we want to show that keyword. So we'll say search results for, and then let's pass in that keyword. So we open these double curly braces and say request.get.keyword. Okay, else if that keyword is not found, say else we can say top products. Okay, so let's try again. So let's try to search for bag. Okay, it is not working as expected since we have this bag. So let's see where we went wrong. We have our views right here, keyword contains inside we have our URLs search. Okay, so there is an issue. I did not pass in in our form. I did not pass in the name. Okay, so we need to pass in the name. So inside our form and our input, we need to give that input name. So input name is like the query name that you are searching for. So we need to say name equals to keyword. Okay, so now I think it should work. We have button submit. So let's see, let me refresh this. Let's search here for bag and then click on this search. You can see we are getting search results for bag. We are getting this bag. If I try to search something that does not exist, let's say something like that, I get this search result for no products available. Okay, so that is it for this video. Please consider subscribing for this channel so that you don't miss any new tutorials that I upload. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and also like and comment if you have any suggestions. Bye bye, see you in the next video.